Hi, welcome to my room. For those of you who haven't been here, it's very, very nice to meet you. My name is Erica. I would totally shake your hand if I could through this camera, so, you know, virtual handshake. Yeah, I know, I'm retardedly stupid. So I've just been so excited. It's been a pretty good week, especially yesterday. It started out being just a normal other day. I was supposed to be getting ready for work, and then my friend Karen texts me on my little phone here, and she's like, "Erica, help!" I'm like, "What happened?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just found out that my friend just fell down a flight of stairs and she twisted her knee, so she can't help me tonight." I'm like, "Well, what's going on tonight?" And she's like, "Well, you know that interview thing that I was telling you about?" And I'm like, yeah." And she's like, "Well, she was going to be the camera girl and now I don't have her, so I'm basically screwed and I can't do this." I'm like, "Well, I don't really have a way to get down there. That's going to be really difficult for me to do, especially at like 9 at night." And she's like, "Well, you know, I'll try to get you some FaceTime with Cory Monteith." And I'm like, "What?" "Yes, Cory Monteith. This guy, this really adorable guy from Glee. You guys all know Cory Monteith. Come on." Yeah, and so I'm like, seriously? What's going on?" She's like, "Well, I was supposed to be interviewing Bonnie Doon, which is Cory Monteith's band that he's a drummer for. That's really his element." And she's like, "I didn't end up really getting the interview with Cory, but Justin Lee, who was touring with them, I'm going to be interviewing him." And I'm like, "Really? That's awesome." So apparently it was her doing, and she had contacted Cory Monteith's band, Bonnie Doon, and had them come and perform at the Loft at UCSD. And I'm like, you're just awesome, Karen." And she knows she's awesome. And so I get there finally after work. It was ridiculous. I felt like I wasn't going to make it and that we were going to miss the interview entirely. And I walk in and I get my little wristband thingy. And of course they say to me, "Are you over 21? I'm like, "Yes." And like, "Can we see your ID?" I'm like, I will never get away from that little star here that proves that I am over 21. The bad thing is getting carded for rated R movies still. It's really annoying. And even worse is getting carded for PG-13 movies, which happens quite often. So I couldn't really see him at first, and I was like, okay, so where is he? Nobody from this venue was from UCSD. And I'm like, this is so stupid. There were just a bunch of little teeny bopper girls that had nothing to do with the university, probably have never heard of the university, probably didn't even know that they were at the university, UCSD. And they were stepping on me. The one good thing about being really tiny is being able to shove your way through crowds like I do and be completely undetected. So I did manage to get some footage. Let's see. And I will be queuing that up, which is right about now.
So much. Singing so loud, I wasn't even listening to myself.
Upload? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
These cost money, you know.
Party! It's my birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, so he's so adorable and humble and down to earth. Afterwards, Karen and I had our little art camera and our boom and everything, and we were walking over to the dressing rooms. And so finally, Cory comes down the hall with his little entourage, and at first I'm like sitting against the wall, and so is Karen, and we're like, oh my goodness. And he's about to walk through his, like, the dressing room door area thing. I totally just stuck out my hand, and he just looked down at my hand for a brief moment, and I just totally grabbed it and I just shook it. I'm like, huh. And he looks down at me, and he kind of really smiles this cheesy grin, and he kind of leans in a little bit. And I'm like, "Hi, it's very nice to meet you." And that was it. That's all I said. I didn't even tell him my name. I'm like, bleh, I'm so stupid. I'm not usually really starstruck, but he was just completely adorable in person. I couldn't help it. So I had that brief shining moment of his attention, and then it was gone. So I thought I was gonna get some pictures and stuff with him so I could show you guys, but that didn't quite work out. Oh, very fun. I just had to share that with you guys. So, thank you for watching, and I love you guys, and rate and comment and subscribe and all those other things that are more creative to say. I don't know. I'm awkward, so goodbye.